Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today in this video I'm going to give you my weekly tarot forecast and advice. And this video is going to be for the week of December 6th, so starting from December 6th until December 12th. So this video is for each zodiac sign, what you should expect in the upcoming week and things you should consider and my advice for you. As you can see, I changed my setting, I changed my background. We just entered the holiday season, and in my next and upcoming videos I'm going to talk more about the year of 2022, what you should expect in 2022, each zodiac sign. We're going to talk about the energy of the year of 2022 in general for everyone. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel in order not to miss that. Okay, so let's start our weekly tarot forecast. And the first zodiac sign we have Aries. So what should Aries expect in the upcoming week from December 6th until December 12th? And for Aries, we have King of Cups. So this week, the primary focus for Aries is not on what you do, but how you do it. Clearly state all your tasks, things you have to do, and think about how you are going to do them, how you are going to achieve the goals, how are you going to achieve all the tasks. So that's why this week everything should be very organized, especially when it comes to your work, to your career, to your finances, and you should clearly come up with an organized plan. This is how I do this is step 1, 2, 3. So this week, Aries, clearly identify all the steps in how you do things in any spheres during this week. Also, when it comes to kings, because this is the King of Cups, and in general, all kings, sometimes they're too focused on themselves. Sometimes they think they know everything better than others. Sometimes they look at others from the top because they're kings, right? They're leaders. We know how to do these things. We are better than everyone. So that's why try to focus not only on yourself this week, try to listen to other people as well. Try to ask them what they want, what are their wishes, what are their desires. So try to listen to others as well. Be very open towards other thoughts, towards other opinions, towards other feelings. Don't be just too focused on yourself, what you only want. Try to listen to what other people want as well. Try to find the solutions. Try to be more compromised when it comes especially to the relationships. Try to listen and try to solve all those problems together with another person by listening and not saying that you are the best and you know everything and everyone should do the way you said to do it. So that's why I try to avoid that. Try to observe yourself, how you behave towards others. Maybe you're too egocentric, maybe not, which is good. So try to observe your behavior towards other people as well, how you communicate and how you behave with them. Also, it's a great week for some sort of celebrations. If you have any birthdays or Christmas parties or anything coming up soon, this week is kind of great to get together with other people to celebrate something. Also, it's a good week to try other things because you may experience some sort of creativity, creative mood, creative ideas. So use them and use them wisely, especially when it comes to the word how. So if you have some crazy ideas, creative ideas, you just sort of like came up with, just always try to think, how can, for example, I apply those ideas? Are they possible to realize or not? So just like remember about the word how, and remember about other people, and don't be too focused on yourself. Work with yourself, work with your inner self this week as well. So it's kind of interesting week. It's a mix of feelings, mix of things to consider, but overall it's kind of a nice week with, especially as I've said earlier, you may have some certain celebrations this week. Just for some certain things to consider. If you do, everything would be great, especially when it comes to observing other people, not putting yourself too high and not looking at others from the top, right? So consider that, pay attention to that, and everything should be great. Okay, so that was for Aries. Next one we have Taurus. For Taurus we have 6 of Pentacles. And for Six of Pentacles on the card, you see two scenarios. You see people who are asking for money, and you can see a person who is given this money. So this week you may be on both sides. You either ask for the help of somebody. It can be not just only to money related, it can be anything, any help from anybody. Or you can be someone who is helping others. So that's why in general this week, be very open towards giving something to others, as well as be very open to receiving something from others. Don't resist. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't try to solve all the problems by yourself. Don't try to don't say no to the people. If you have somebody like around you who is willing to help you, be open to that. Say yes to that. Say yes to the help. Say yes to the receiving a help from other people. Do not be afraid to ask, and do not be afraid to actually receive it and agree to this help. At the same time, as I've said earlier, you can be from another side. You can be a person who is helping others. So if somebody asks you during this week for a help, do not resist and actually help people. Give them something. Just make sure that if you give something, there is a balance, because when it comes to giving and receiving, it's also always important about the balance, keeping up the balance. So you don't give a lot, too much, like that, they're giving overweights, they're receiving, and an opposite side, right? So always try to balance the amount of things and amount of energy you give and the amount you get back as well. So that's why this week is about giving, it's about receiving, doing something for others, helping others, and at the same time, if you need a help, do not resist. Please ask for it, and do not resist if somebody really wants to help you. Be open to that. Say, yes, I do need help. Realize that, and do not be afraid to ask, because some people, they're afraid to ask. I'm going to do everything by myself, no matter what. So try to avoid that. Try to see and observe your behavior when it comes to the help from others. Do you like to receive? Do you feel comfortable or not? Are you afraid to ask or not? Or you feel comfortable asking for help? So observe these feelings and these emotions during this week. But overall, it's a nice week. It's kind of a positive week, just to remember about those things. Maybe also try to think, whom can I help this week? The holiday season is coming up. Maybe you've been thinking and you've been having this inside of you, this feeling that you want to help somebody, donations, charities. Maybe your family needs a help. So just maybe sometimes ask people. Do not be afraid to ask if somebody needs a help or not. So, but overall, it's interesting. It's a good week, lots of positive and nice feelings, but it's just everything is gonna depend on how well you're able and ready to give and able to get back and receive as well. So that's your primary focus, my dear Taurus, for this upcoming week. Okay. Next one we have Gemini. For Gemini, we have 8 of Wands. Not an easy week, I'm gonna tell you, my dear Gemini. So, as you can see on the card, we have 8 Wands flying in the direction, like your direction. They're flying over you in the direction towards you. So, that's why, as you can see, we don't have any people here. We don't have anybody on the card. Why? Because it's a sign that you have to hide. So that's why this week is better to take it very easy. It's better to be passive. It's better to be like, it's better to hide because there is a danger outside. So it's better to be inside, we can say. Don't go outside because it's just gonna be too much. You see lots of dangerous, like it's kind of a storm of 8 wands is coming to you. So that's why this week, be passive, don't act, don't be very active. It's just time to pause, it's time to hide, it's time to analyze in order to avoid the danger. Because if you go outside, if you do lots of things, if you are so active, there is a high chance that one of those ones is gonna crash on your head and nothing good is gonna happen. So that's why, in order to avoid all those dangers, in order to avoid different conflict situations, it just better be quiet this week. Don't move at all. Don't be active. Don't start any new projects. Don't go network and meet with new people. It's just time to be passive and focus on the things you already have. And just don't go anywhere. Don't make the rush decisions and don't make very fast and instant actions. That's why your emotional state, your emotional and psychological well-being is of course a bit quiet, and you just have to let it go. You have to understand that you cannot change the things, and by understanding that you're not gonna make any difference. If you want to get into certain processes, you're not gonna make them better. You're not gonna make things better and change them. It's just like not possible. So that's why it's better to wait. It's better to take a pause. It's fine to take this week off potentially, but do not be super fast. Don't be active this week. It's kind of just no to you at all. Then when it comes to the finances, to your career, to your work, nothing to be worried about. If you hide, if you're not active, if you're passive, if you follow whatever I've just said, my advice, everything's gonna be good. No changes, no significant changes in your income. Everything is good, but if you're so active, there is a high chance that you may potentially lose part of your income. That's again another reminder for you that it's better to not act in order not to lose money, in order not to have problems with your career, with your work, with your finances. So don't expect a lot of changes. Everything is good, but just don't make stupid mistakes. That's kind of my main advice to you. Just don't get involved into something. It's not the best time. It's not the best week to start to be active and be involved into some projects and be very active, as I've said earlier. So that's why, my dear Gemini, please take it slow this week. It's okay to take some time off. It's okay to take a pause. You don't always have to go up. You don't always have to grind and hustle and work like crazy and be super active. No, understand that. So that's why it's okay that everything is gonna be so slow this week. Just be patient. It's gonna pass by. This rainstorm of 8 wands is gonna pass by, and hopefully a week later everything is going to be great. But just this week, please don't make stupid mistakes and don't make any stupid things, okay? So that was for Gemini. Next one we have Cancer. So for Cancer, we have the Devil. It's major arcana 15, so it's kind of a significant and important week for you, my dear Cancer. Expect that your emotional state, emotional well-being is going to be super unstable this week. Lots of ups and downs. One day you're so happy, I don't know, one day you are buying a car, and for this 15th energy, there is a chance that you may make some big purchases. Something important and something significant can happen, because as I've said earlier, it's a major arcana. Major arcana, they're always about some sort of transformation and important events in our lives. So maybe this week, let's say one day you are buying a car, positive emotions, everything is super great. Next day, something happens, I don't know, problems with your relationships, and you're crying. The day later, everything is great, you are back together and positive again. Next day, something again happens. So it's kind of like a roller coaster this week. So you're up and down, up and down. So, and because your emotional well-being is not stable at all, you may experience like tiredness. It can be a bit complicated. It just too many things to handle, too many emotions, too many events can happen during this week and can be overwhelming. So that's why be ready that this week you may be all over the place in terms of the emotions, in terms of the events, in terms of the feelings. It may not be that easy as you expected. Then the devil, his primary focus is on fears. So you should ask yourself, it's a great week, as I've said earlier, you may achieve lots of great results. You may achieve great results at your work, at your career, when it comes to finances. But, so the problem is that why something can go wrong, it's because of your fears. And for devil, the fear is kind of the most important thing to consider. So ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What am I, for example, when it comes to work, am I afraid of failure? Am I afraid that I'm not going to achieve this? If I start this, I'm going to be bad. So your lack of self-confidence. Am I afraid of other people's opinion or not? What they're going to say? I'm not moving towards certain directions because I'm afraid what other people are going to say. I'm worried about that. It can be any fear. So that's why ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What are my fears? And fears actually stop you from moving forward. Whatever comes this week, fears are going to be everywhere. So this week is kind of a testing week. The devil is going to test you. He or she afraid of this. Oh, let's test them out on this. So that's why pay attention to that, especially when it comes to work, because potentially he is very focused on the results. If he is very serious. So if you start something, you have a potential to finish the project, you have a potential to get more money, and maybe move to the next step of your career. But the biggest problem why you may not be able to do that, because there are certain fears inside of you that stop you from moving forward and from achieving your goals and achieving your results. So that's why, again, primary focus this week is on your fears. That's what you should remember. That's what you should consider within this week. But overall, as I've said earlier, this week is going to be chaotic a bit. Everything's going to be all over the place. But you can handle it. Trust me, you can. Just, again, look at your fears. That's it. All answers, like where are you going to find all your answers? Just look at your fears. Just ask yourself, what am I afraid of? And that's it. Nothing else. So that's why observe yourself, observe your feelings, observe your emotions, and ask this simple question. Okay? Next one we have Leo. So what should Leo expect next week? And for Leo, we have 7 swords. So try this week something new. Try to do the things you have never done before, but maybe you've been wanting to try for a long period of time. So this week is great for testing some new things, some maybe potential new projects, new skills. Maybe you've been wanting to try drawing classes for a while, but you haven't done so. So this week it's actually great for something new, something that you have never done before. That's why also this week be very open towards new opportunities. Whether or not to take them, it depends on you. It's only your decision, it's only your choice, because as you can see on the card, he is holding 5 swords and he has 2 standing over there. So whether or not you take extra things, it depends on you, because he already kind of has enough, and whether you want to take this extra 2 or not, it's only your decision, it's only your choice. But before actually taking them and thinking whether or not I should take them, just ask yourself, do I have a place for them? Do I have the place for these opportunities? Do I have enough space to handle? Because you already have 5. You already have quite a few things on your plate. So just ask yourself, do I have enough space? Do I have energy? Do I have resources to handle everything? Is it a good time to start new project? Let's say it's a good time to take this opportunity or not. So ask yourself all those questions, and it only depends on you. I cannot make this decision for you, but just ask all those questions and make the choice by yourself. Nobody else can decide for you. It's just only you who makes this decision and who makes this choice. Also try to think outside of the box, because by thinking not in a standard and extraordinary way, maybe you will actually find the solution how to handle everything. Think in an unusual way, behave in an unusual way, be more extraordinary, think outside of the box, as I've said earlier. You will be able to see the things not everyone sees. And so this week is actually good for trying something new, be open towards new opportunities. But again, when it comes to the question, can I handle this or not, and should I take this opportunity or not, it's just all on you. You make this choice and you make this decision. So yeah, for Leo, interesting week. Lots of unusual, like as you can see, I've said multiple times the word unusual, trying something new, trying something unusual, thinking in an unusual way. So it's kind of unusual week in general for you, not a standard week, not a simple like regular week you get. So unusual week for you, my dear Leo. Okay, next one we have Virgo. So what should Virgo expect next week? For Virgo, we have Wheel of Fortune. So it's major arcana number 10. And when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, when in general, when it comes to the major arcanas, they are always about some significant changes, some important changes in your life, certain events, certain people, certain opportunities. And especially when we talk about Wheel of Fortune, this week you're kind of lucky. This week you will be given lots of new opportunities, lots of new potential even streams of income. So it's a positive, it's a great week. You got the fortune, you caught it, you are lucky this week. The key idea here, in order to get this luck, in order to get this fortune, you have to enjoy whatever is happening in life. You have to be there in the right moment, in the right time. If you don't like the things you do in life, if you don't enjoy the process, there is a high chance when the luck and fortune come to you, and they knock on the door and say, "Hi Virgo, I am here. I am your luck. I am your fortune. This week you're gonna get everything, whatever you wished and wanted for a long period of time." And they don't find you. Why they don't find you? Because you are somewhere doing these things you don't enjoy doing in life. You don't like doing in life. So that's why enjoying and like feeling that you love what you do, feeling fulfilled is very important for you this week. Because if you don't enjoy it, if you're so negative, it's just like, again, when luck and fortune come to you, they knock and you're just not there. You are not there and you miss this opportunity. So that's why feeling this enjoyment and feeling of joy and love from the things you do in life is very important for you this week, my dear Virgo. So if you can get rid of the things you don't like doing in life, it's a perfect time to do so. It's a perfect time to analyze in general. Do I like my job? Do I like in general what I do in life? Does it bring me joy or not? Because for you, again, in order to get all these opportunities, in order to get, it's an amazing and it's perfect week. It's so positive. You are getting whatever you've been wanting to get for a long period of time. But you just need to clearly enjoy life. You just clearly need to be happy from what you're doing in life. If you don't, it's a time, it's a week, it's a sign that you need to change it. Maybe it's a time to change your job. Maybe it's a time find a new one. So another thing here is that you also need to learn how to relax and how to take things easy. Don't be too stressed out about whatever's happening in life. Don't feel guilty because you're taking some time off. It's great for you this week. The more you relax, the more you don't care about anything. You're so relaxed, you're so positive, you're so optimistic. The better it is. The better it is for you within this week, my dear Virgo. So just relax, enjoy this flow. Just take it easy, and everything is going to be great. You got this. You caught this luck. You caught this fortune. So this week you're gonna get everything what you've wished for a long period of time. Just remember about the relaxation. Just remember about feeling of happiness and enjoyment of what you are doing in life. My dear Virgo, please remember that within this week. Also this week, because it's a wheel of fortune, this week is great for some travels. If you have been thinking about moving somewhere, going somewhere. So this week it's great about going certain directions, movements. So that's why be active this week. In order for this wheel to move, in order to get everything, you still need to be very active. Yes, I enjoy everything. I'm relaxed, but I'm still active. I'm still doing these things. So you need the motion for the wheel in order to get everything. So remember about the movement. Remember about the actions that you still need to be active, but it just let things go the way they go. You cannot change anything, just let them go the way they go. Enjoy, relax, still be active, move, still do these things. Don't be passive, don't be lazy. There is a difference about between feeling relaxed and between laziness, so don't be the lazy one. Remember about that. But overall, it's a great week for something new, going somewhere, traveling somewhere, potentially maybe moving to a new place, so some short trips as well. And it's about new life cycle, it's about new beginnings, it's about new things to start, new opportunities, new paths of life is coming to you. Great week for Virgo. Something new, something great is awaiting you. Just do not miss it, and I already told you how not to miss it. Okay, next one we have Libra. And for Libra we have Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, first of all, it's pentacles. Pentacles are related to money. They are related to, like, their coins. They're related to money and finances in general. So the primary focus for you this week is on your finances, is on your money. And Queen, because she's sitting here, and she is about passive income. She is more about focusing on the passive income. So if you don't have a passive income yet, maybe it's time to think about one. It's about long-term investments. So this week for you, it would be great to invest or save for the long-term perspective. And she is very focused on the future. She's focused on building her future, especially in the finance-related field, because again, it's pentacles. The problem here is that sometimes she's too focused on the future, as I've said earlier. It can be both a good thing and it can be a bad thing. The bad side of it is that because she's too focused on it, she doesn't pay enough attention to the present. She's not here. She's not on this present time, this present moment. She doesn't let herself to spend some money right now. She's like saving for the future, saving for the future, saving for the future, everything for the future, and nothing for herself right now. So that's why, yes, it's good to save for the future, but still don't limit yourself, because she is a queen. Don't be greedy when it comes to spending money on yourself, when it comes to buying something for yourself. So don't be that greedy when it comes to the present time and when it comes to spending money on yourself. Again, remember that it's all about the balance. It's great to save something for the future, but sometimes, I don't know, when you save and invest 90% of your capital and there is only 10 you live on right now and it's not enough for you, and you start limiting yourself. But she is not about limitations. So do not limit yourself on your current expenses. Do not limit yourself on the present expenses you have right now and the things you have to buy. Especially it's a holiday season. lots of expenses, presents to buy, I don't know, lots of parties, celebrations, whatever. So still kind of consider all those little things and consider that you may need more money to spend right now rather than putting everything for the future. So be more wise when it comes to spending present in the present time and in the future time. Find the balance between these two times. She is also very hardworking. She is working a lot because the primary focus is on the money and on the career. And Queen of Pentacles is actually a pretty positive card when it comes to the long term, potentially when it comes to a financial growth. Just remember that everything in terms of the income, in terms of your money, everything is stable, everything is good, everything is under control, because she can keep everything under control, especially with her saving habits. If you don't have a good saving habits, maybe it's a sign for you to work on them this week, on the passive income, on the saving more and investing more potentially for the future, for the long term. But it's a good week in general for work, for career. Everything is good, everything is stable, potentially maybe even increase in your income this week, but just be more wise with the money, and that's it. If you do that, everything is going to be great, because overall it's a nice week. A bit passive maybe, because she is passive, but overall it's passive and it's stable. The key idea, it's stable. No downs should be expected this week for you. Okay, so that was for Libra. And next one we have Scorpio. And for Scorpio we have the Fool. It's our 22nd energy or zero energy. It can be both. For the Fool, for you, my dear Scorpios, the key idea is about freedom. Feeling of freedom. Do not limit yourself in anything this week, and do not limit other people. Do not take over control of other people. If you want to do something, just do it. Like, feel that. Plus, don't let other people limit you. Also pay attention to that. Maybe there are certain limitations at work, at your relationships, in your family. Maybe somebody is limiting you. Maybe somebody doesn't let you go beyond your limits. Somebody stops you from moving forward. Somebody stops you from achieving more things in life, and fulfilling your potential, like realizing your full potential. Just ask yourself, do I have those limits in my life? Maybe you've set those limits for yourself. Maybe it can be limiting beliefs in yourself or anything. So think about the freedom this week. Think about limits, whether you limit yourself or not. If not, everything is great. Maybe it can be other people. Look at that as well. So, but freedom and freedom of choice and freedom in your decisions, in whatever you're doing, in your action, is very important for you this week. The problem with the Fool, it's a fool. He's sometimes a bit stupid. When it comes to he's not serious towards important problems, towards important situations. He's sometimes just too infantile. He doesn't take things seriously. He's not sometimes behaving mature enough in certain situations. So just remember, when it comes to certain things this week, to certain decisions if you will have to make, just be more serious, please. Don't behave like a child who doesn't care about anything. Doesn't matter whatever is going to happen. I am a kid. I don't want to make any decisions. That's it. Just be more serious. Just be more mature this week. Don't be too relaxed and singing, I don't care, do whatever you want. Just be more organized. Just still analyze the things when it comes to the problems. Sometimes you just you underestimate the problems because you think, it's nothing to deal with. There is no problem at all. Like, there's nothing to deal with. But there is actually a problem. There are certain things to consider. So don't underestimate certain events in your life this week. Don't underestimate maybe feelings and emotions of other people, whatever they're saying, and don't underestimate, especially when it comes to different problems and different issues this week. But overall, this week, just enjoy. He is truly enjoying everything he has in life. Potentially, it's a good week for going somewhere. As you can see, he is traveling. He is exploring different places. He is exploring things around him. So if you have been thinking about just trying something new or going somewhere, it's a good week for that, because you literally just don't care about anything. That's it. I want to go, I go. Just do not make stupid mistakes. Just be more serious towards what's happening within this week. Analyze everything. Just be more serious, and remember about the freedom, and remember about limits. So those kind of are key ideas and terms for you for this week, my dear Scorpio. Okay, so next one we have Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, we have 8, Justice, the major arcana number 8. Interesting how many zodiac signs this week actually have major arcana. Probably, as you can see, when it comes to the end of the year, lots of important events are going to happen with every zodiac sign. So with the Justice for the Sagittarius, it's a major arcana, as I've said earlier, number 8. So this week, it's about cause and effect. So just understand that whatever is happening in your life right now, there is a cause, and don't try to blame universe or God for whatever is happening in your life. Don't try to blame other people that it's happening because of them. Something happened is just because of you. You did something wrong, and now I'm having problems because of you. Nope, it's because of you. It's because of you and only you. So that's why you need to find the cause. Why are you actually experiencing certain situations? It's hard week. First of all, it's a hard week. I sometimes I do the calendars for the year, and we have 3 colors: green, yellow, and a red color. Justice, and next week for you, it's red. It's flushing red. It's very hard, and it's challenging week emotionally, physically, in all spheres of your life. So that's why whatever is happening in this week, just analyze and ask why. Don't blame anybody. Like, ask yourself, well, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I did something wrong a week ago. Now I'm getting it. It's like, karma, because cause and effect, it's karma, karmic lessons and karmic situations. So that's why this week, ask yourself, if something is happening, what did I do wrong? Look at yourself. Don't blame anybody, especially don't blame universe, don't blame God or any people around you. They are not guilty. It's just you, between you. It's all inside of you, and all the solutions and answers to your question why, they are inside of you. Then when it comes to the relationship with other people, there might be some tension. Especially Justice is about official relationships. So if you are married or common-in-law, you may experience certain tensions, certain difficulties, conflicts, but remember, she has weights here, and she's able to balance everything out. You have all the skills, you have all the knowledge, all behavior traits in order to balance things out. Just like whether or not you want to do that, whether or not you are willing to invest into this and put your energy into this or not. So just remember, if you have any problems within your official relationships, because it's all about official relationships, marriage, and common law, as I've said earlier, remember that you can balance these things out. Remember that you can deal with everything. She has sword in your hand. So sword is just to be able to cut all unnecessary things in your life. Just be very strict and confident when it comes to people, when it comes to the event. If you don't want somebody in your life, cut it. Done. For example, official relationships, you don't want to balance everything out, cut it, divorce, done. Easy. Easily can be done. But again, don't try not to use this sword. Sword is very active, rapid. You've done it, and that's it. There's no way back. But with the weights, you still have the ability to balance. So still, please try to balance. Do not cut everything so quickly. Just be able to balance. But it's a hard week in general, in terms of the emotional well-being. But again, justice is about that. Whatever is happening in your life right now, there is a reason why. You got this in life right now because there is a reason why you got this in life right now, right? So that's why. Ask yourself, as I've said earlier, try to find the cause of whatever is happening in life, and please do not blame anybody. The only reason why it's happening to you is you, and it's because of you. That's it. There is nobody involved in this, and there is nobody's fault. It's just only you. Okay? Next one we have Capricorn. Capricorn, we have 9 swords for Capricorn next week. Not an easy week, a bit challenging week, especially as you can see on the card, the person is kind of holding his head. It's like, it's just too much. Lots of things are happening. Feeling tired emotionally, mentally, especially physically. It can be signs of a headache. It's just been too much. You've been dealing with lots of things. It's not the great and the best week. And when it comes to 9 swords, it's always about why it's happening like that. It's about the fight with your inner self. So you may have just too many negative feelings and thoughts inside of you that actually stops you from feeling happy, from feeling positive. You're just a bit negative about everything what's happening in life. You may have so many self-doubts, like fear of failures. You don't believe in yourself. You're not confident in yourself. You don't even want to try to do something because it's not gonna be successful. I'm afraid of that. Or you're not doing something. I'm worried that what other people are going to think about it. So it's just all inside of you. It's not because something happened outside. It's not because of the outside event or negative outside event and you start feeling like that. It's just because inside of you, you have so many problems and you are experiencing so many negative emotions, so many negative feelings and doubts, as I've said earlier. So that's why as I said, it's a fight with yourself. You have to stand and you have to fight whatever is happening inside of you. Nobody else can help you with that. It's just you and only you. You're against yourself. That's why you will have to put a lot of work into solving the situation, into moving from this negative state to the more positive one. But the main question you should ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What are my fears? Why and what stops me from actually moving forward, from achieving my things, from thinking more positive in an optimistic way? So fears, ask yourself, what are my fears and what am I afraid of? As I've said to you, lots of different examples. Fear of failure, fear of you're afraid of other people's opinion, what other people say or think. Just like too many fears and too many I'm afraid of this are inside of you. So ask yourself and work on that. Lots of work need to be done by you and only you. in order to get rid of this, in order to move out from this emotional and physical state. So that's why if this week you want to scream, you scream. If you want to cry, you cry. Don't keep these emotions inside of you, especially negative, because you already have enough. So don't keep them inside of you. If you want to, I don't know, punch the pillow, go and punch the pillow, put this energy out, go to the gym or whatever, go for a walk or for a run. Just let those emotions go. Don't keep them inside of you, especially don't keep these negative emotions inside of you. So a bit challenging week, lots of work with yourself, with your beliefs, with your fears, with your mindset as well. It's your work from shifting from negative mindset to positive one. That's what you're gonna need to do within this week. Okay, next one we have Aquarius. For Aquarius we have 7 Pentacles, and 7 Pentacles, as you can see, he's kind of he's a bit upset. He has been working, he has been doing some stuff, but on the card he's not actively doing the things. He stopped, he is upset, he is kind of on the stage when he's just potentially tired, just like, I've been working so hard and I'm so tired. I don't have enough energy, especially physical energy, to do these things. I need a break. I need a time off from work. I need to pause from work. So that's why pay attention to your work this week, and this kind of feeling and this kind of emotions, they be very careful with them, because they can potentially lead to the burnout, and burnout can lead to depression. So please observe yourself, observe your feelings, observe how you feel about your work, how you feel about whatever you are doing in your life. Do you feel happy or not? Do you feel tired or not? If you've been experiencing too many things from your work recently, it's maybe a time to take some time off, or maybe it's time to analyze whatever you are doing in life. Because if you continue working like that, burnout is inevitable. Just remember that. So just be very careful with whatever you are doing. Just ask yourself, do I like it or not? Has it been a lot recently for me or not? How can I change that? How can I avoid it? How can I reduce my mental and physical health problems? So focus on that within this week. That's why this week you may need to do the things you don't like doing, but you sort of have to do it. Just do it once, just do it, and that's it. There is no way to avoid that. You will have to do it. I don't know, it's the end of the year, maybe you've been asked to do lots of reports, annual reports, and it's just too much. It's just a lot, and you just have to do it. But again, when it comes to doing the things you don't like doing, again, remember about your energy, remember about your physical energy, about your physical resources, because you may not have enough of them this week, especially when we spend a lot of energy on doing the stuff we don't like doing, plus the overall work is very energy consuming, and there is a high chance why it can lead to the burnout, because it's just too much. You put so many energy, so many resources, you're not getting anything back, you're not getting anything in return. But that's why it's kind of a sign for you to analyze whatever you're doing in life. Do you feel happy? Do you feel satisfied with your work, with your career, or not? Maybe it's kind of a sign that you may want and need to change it. Maybe it's time to look for a new job if you're not happy and you don't like it. So that's why this week your focus is all around your work. It's around your job, whatever you're doing, how you do it, your resources, your energy, your tiredness and physical exhaustion from the work. So it's all about the work, all related to your career, because Pentacles, they are always, majority of them are about work, are about career, are about money and finances. So that's why try to rethink this week and try to analyze what you do in life. Do you enjoy it or not? If not, time to change it. Time maybe to quit and start something new, or start thinking about something new if you have nothing in mind. But overall, it's not an easy week. It's a bit challenging week, but I know you can deal with it. You can deal with it. I believe in you. Just remember and consider all the things I've just told you. Okay. Next one we have Pisces. For Pisces, we have Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, it's kind of a sign for you that it's still too early to act. You still lack of certain knowledge. You still lack of certain things. You still need to master maybe your skills. You still need maybe renew your knowledge and skills. You're still missing something, like knowledge and skills. It's still not enough for you to act, especially if you talk about pentacles. It's always related to money. It's always related to your career. So it's not time yet. It's not time yet for new projects, for new work. You still need to analyze everything. You still need to research everything before you actually act. So that's why next week it's about learning, it's about gaining new knowledge, be open towards it. It's about analyzing something, getting more information, doing your research potentially if you want to start something new, analyzing everything, every little step. Are you ready for that or not? This is the thing you should consider. That's another thing you should consider. Just analyze so you have the whole picture and clear picture what you plan to do and how you plan to do that. But this is not yet week to act. This week is about thinking, analyzing, and gaining more knowledge and gaining more experience. It's kind of a sign that still you're too fresh to start. Not the time yet. Maybe the week later. That's why you need to subscribe to my channel to know what's gonna be the week later. But it's just like this week. It's not yet. Not yet there. So that's why plan everything out this week. You can plan the month of December. You can start planning potentially next year already. Maybe you can analyze what you have done within this year in general. So it's a lot about analyzing. It's a lot about planning. It's a lot about thinking, but not a great time to actually go and take the actions. You are still missing something. You still need to gain extra knowledge and extra skills in order to move forward and move to the next step. So that's why be very open towards new skills, towards new knowledge. I don't know if you have been thinking to sign up for some courses, online courses, and start something new. That's a great time to do so, but do not act yet, because you will make lots of mistakes, lots of stupid mistakes. You're not gonna be happy with them. It's just better to take it slow and gradually analyzing everything and planning everything out, rather than being so fast and then having lots of mistakes, maybe potentially, because this is Pentacles, losing some money because you made the stupid mistake. You rushed all your decisions and rushed all your actions. Just do not rush. Everything goes the way it's supposed to go. That's it. Okay. So that was for Pisces, and that was the last one. And thank you everyone for watching. Let me know how you feel about your upcoming week. Let me know how you feel about your card, how you feel about the month of December. And thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because every week I do this weekly tarot forecast and advice. And soon in my future videos, I'm going to talk more about the year of 2022, what we should expect in 2022 in general, everyone, what kind of energy we are going to have in 2022. So don't forget to subscribe in order not to miss it. Okay, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye bye.